Hi guys, my name is Lucia and today I'm going to give you tips on how to stop buying makeup, how to resist the urge. If you have seen any of my Make Up Your Mind videos, I talk a lot about how we don't need to fall for all of the marketing techniques that have been thrust upon us by the beauty industry, but it can be really hard to actually take that practice and do something with it and actually stop buying makeup. I have gotten so many questions from you guys. How do you resist the urge? So I'm gonna give you, this is like my master list. This is everything that I think I have done over the past maybe 2 years. If you guys missed my makeup addiction video, I will link that down below. This video is for anyone who is struggling with that in any form, whether you just really want to save $20 this month or you think you have a shopping addiction. This can help in any way. You don't have to do all of these things. This is just my suggestions. Let's get into it. The first thing that I think can help you stop buying makeup is to do a makeup inventory. I have done makeup inventories on my channel. I will link my most recent one down below so that you can see what this is. But basically you go category by category and you count how many of that product you have. You count how many foundations you have, how many primers you have, how many blushes you have. I used to do how many eyeshadow pans you have. This can really open your eyes. I have seen a lot of people comment not only on my channel but on other channels that they did a makeup inventory and oh my god, they had 300 lipsticks and they had no idea. It can be really shocking, especially if you don't see all of your makeup, if you have makeup in drawers, or if you buy a lot of makeup but then kind of forget what you have. This can really open your eyes and it can make you think, oh my gosh, there's no way that you can go through all of that or really even use all of that. If you have 300 lipsticks and you're buying 2 lipsticks a week, there are only so many days in a year. I definitely recommend this. It has really helped me. Once you have gone through all of your makeup, decluttering, I think decluttering helps you spend less, because if you are decluttering the things that you don't like in your collection and you curate your collection to things that you really do like, you are less tempted to go out and buy 1,000 new things because you really use everyday things that you love. That's just what has worked for me. Something that I also think can help with this is check how old your makeup is. There are a ton of videos that some of my friends as well as other people have done here on YouTube where they check how old their makeup is. It is shocking. I actually went through my collection and checked how old my makeup is. You can go on the batch code and then you can look at certain websites. I'm going to link someone's video down below that has done that. That can definitely be eye-opening, and it can also show you that you cannot always keep up with your makeup purchases. If you buy makeup at a rapid pace, it's gonna get old fast because you're not using it and you're always buying more stuff. The next thing is something that for some of you might be really hard, but it is really crucial, and that is unsubscribe from emails and delete the apps. If you get emails from 20 different brands telling you when there is a sale, that can be really tempting, but let me tell you, there will always be another sale. Unless you have run out of something and you actually really need it, you don't need that thing that's on sale. Unsubscribe from Sephora, unsubscribe from Ulta. You will know when the big sales are coming out because other people will be talking about them. FOMO in the beauty community is more than it ever was, and we are terrified to miss out. But if you ever go on vacation for a week, or you're really busy one week at work and you can't be on your phone, something that I have noticed for me personally is when I'm away from the beauty community and I don't know the newest releases and I don't know what's going on, I don't miss it. It's only once you see it that you think, oh my god, I would be missing out if I didn't get that. When you actually don't even know you're missing out on it, you don't even allow yourself to feel the FOMO because you just don't know what's happening. And I think that for a lot of people it can be scary. You don't want to not be in the loop. A lot of these new releases, they're not even special. You just want them because you see them and you tell yourself that they're special. But you will know when a release comes out and you have done your research, you will know when those things are worth it. Delete the Sephora app and delete the Ulta app. This is so hard, but if you are someone who checks the Sephora app every single day for their beauty deals and for what's on sale, this is crucial because you might be looking at that every day, and even if you check it every day but you only make a purchase once a month, it is a lot of weight you are carrying around. You are thinking about those products. You are telling yourself, maybe I should buy that, maybe I shouldn't. When I used to check the apps all the time, I would think about them all the time. Should I purchase this while it's on sale? Would that be a good deal? And you don't need to think about all of that stuff. Purge the app, delete it. It is always there if you want it again, but you can break the routine of always checking what's new. If you always check what's new, you're gonna want stuff unless you've truly broken the cycle and you don't buy things all the time. But I know that for a lot of people who watch my videos and say that they want help with this, that is not always the case. Similarly to this, go on Instagram and unfollow Trend Mood. I think Trend Mood is a great page. That girl is like doing great for herself, good for her, but you don't need to know all of the new releases, and Trend Mood is gonna tell you all of them. It's gonna tell you all of the things, and it's gonna hype them up. She has a good way of saying, look how beautiful this is, and I see the comments and I see people saying, yes, I need this, oh my gosh, and you don't need that in your feed. Have your Instagram time be a place where you can get to know your friends better and you can check up on celebrities better, but you don't need this idea of wanting makeup to be on your feed every single time you check. You can also unfollow Sephora and Ulta, any of those brands that you follow, unfollow them. It's not gonna hurt you. You can always go back. There has to be an initial point where you break this habit. You have to get out of the routine of always seeing the stuff in your life and always having it be on the forefront. Once you've unfollowed them for a certain amount of time, you will notice when you go back, it's not the same. If you do all the stuff I just said for a month and then you refollow them and you re-get the app, the habit is already broken. Once you are less tempted, you will find that even when you're at your most tempted, you're still less tempted than you were when you were just tempted by everything. That is something that I have learned, and it's really freeing. This is probably the hardest one because it involves you actually purging certain habits in your life, but it can be so rewarding. My next tip is to start a project pan. I will leave my project planning playlist down below, as well as an explanation of what that is and why I do it. I believe actually that project panning is not for everyone. I think that if you have 100 bronzers, it might not benefit you in the end to try to use up one. It might be better to rotate. Even if that's the case, even if project panning is not something that you are going to do in your life, doing it once to get the benefits of it is really, really important. Because once you do a project pan, you realize just how long it takes to use up everything. Part of the reasons why people buy backups and they're halfway through something and they freak out and they stop using it because they don't want to use it up is because there's this idea that you can't use up makeup, or it takes a shorter amount of time to use up makeup and you don't want to use up your favorite products. But when you project pan, all of that goes out the window. You see, oh my god, it takes up a literal year to use this product, and it takes me 150 uses to use up this product, and you truly start to understand and value your products in your collection. You also start to understand that if I buy 50 bronzers tomorrow, there's no way I could use up all of them, and they will go bad before I can touch most of them. That's what project panning has done for me. It's allowed me to take a step back, put a wall between wanting everything and then actually realizing that once you bring stuff home and it's in your life, it's not just this pretty thing on a shelf anymore. It's something you actually paid money for, and you want to make sure you can use that thing. Another tip is to go on a low buy. If you are trying to stop buying makeup, you can talk about it all you want, but the real way to do it is just to do it. Just stop. And all of the things that I said earlier about deleting the app and unsubscribing, that can all help you to get to the place where you stop. Challenge yourself to not buy makeup for a month or even 2 weeks. If you are someone who truly does buy makeup that often, break the habit. This is all about just breaking the habit, having a different mindset. You don't need to never buy makeup. And I think that is something really, really important to understand. If you find yourself having a shopping addiction, you don't need to go cold turkey and for the rest of existence never purchase a single thing of makeup. Just break the habit. Trust me. Once you break that habit, you will be able to detect way more what you actually want in your life and what you just want because it's new. My next piece of advice is to shop your stash. I do a monthly makeup series on this channel where I shop my stash. I will link that down below. Go through your collection and every month pick out things that you want to use. Because I know a lot of people who find themselves purchasing a lot of new makeup, they're not really appreciating the makeup they already have. If you do a monthly makeup basket and you say, okay, these are the products I'm going to use for the month, you might pick out stuff that you bought a year ago and you've literally never touched, and it will feel like a new product. It is really exciting to rotate through your collection and say, okay, every month I'm gonna do something different. It honestly does feel like you're going on a little shopping trip, but you're just doing it within your collection. My collection is a lot smaller than some people on YouTube, but for some people who have 90 palettes and 50 bronzers, it literally would feel like a store to me. And if that is you, I think that sounds really fun and really exciting. Try that out. Try to see if appreciating what you already have will stop you from trying to buy new things. Say you've done all of this and then Kat Von D releases a new eyeshadow palette, and Kat Von D is your favorite brand and you need the eyeshadow palette. Before you buy anything, check your collection for dupes, because with all these new eyeshadow palettes coming out that look unique, they just have a pop of blue and then it's neutrals, or it's just a bunch of pink shades that you already have in your collection. Find dupes, do swatches, compare the photo to what you already have in your collection. Sometimes when you go to find dupes in your collection and then you find them, you realize that the dupes you found you don't even use in your collection, and it's like, why would I buy that new palette when I don't even use the dupes for it? And then that's another way to help you appreciate the makeup that you already have in your life. Alright guys, that was everything for this video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you like it. I hope this helps some of you in some way. Try not to be too hard on yourself. This is a process and we're all just growing and learning. I will see you guys very soon. Bye!